Good morning, boys and girls. We are looking at Working with Length Wrap Up, Lesson 5.20. Let's go ahead and review. Let's go ahead and have our 4-question check-in. You can make sure that those listening ears are turned on. You can show me that your eyes are on my screen. Go ahead and let's hold up cactus hands for each other, and you can wave good morning. You can put those hands down and take a deep breath. Go ahead and let that breath out. Are you going to give this lesson your absolute best? Give me 2 thumbs up. Wonderful. Remember that we are recording every lesson that we have here so that you can go back and watch the recording again if you need to. And don't forget about our classroom rules. Lesson goals for today. I can review working with length and I can show what I know about working with length. So today, boys and girls, you have a short quiz in your math lesson today. And so in order to help you prepare for that, I have this recording where we are going to prepare for your quiz and checkpoint by reviewing what you've learned in this unit working with length. We are going to treat this time kind of as a game show time. So go ahead, grab something to write on, something to write with. That can be dry erase board, markers, loose leaf paper, pencil. Have your materials, and you are going to practice answering some of these questions. The questions that I have here, I don't have all the questions that could potentially show up on your quiz. However, some of these you might see on your quiz. Altogether, they will help you to prepare for your quiz, and you might get a question that's like the ones that I'm asking you. So that's why it's important that you pay really close attention, try really hard. You only have to send credit for one of these answer choices that you're going to have. You don't have to send me all of them for credit. However, I do encourage you to practice with all of them. That way you get the practice in and you do really well on your quiz. So let's go ahead and prepare for your unit quiz. You can pause this recording while you grab your materials. When you have your materials, you can press play and continue with the lesson. Question 1. Which object is about 13 centimeters long? So just in your head, what you know about the measurement unit centimeters. Which object is about 13 centimeters long? A shirt, B, sunglasses, or C, table. You can pause this recording, write your answer choice down. When you are ready to reveal the answer, you can press play. Again, learning coaches, make sure that you take a picture of one of your students' answer choices to one of these questions and email it to me so that your student gets credit for watching this recording. The answer is B, sunglasses. All right, guys, we're going to continue with the rest. Again, anytime you need to pause these questions to write your answer down, do so. I won't say it in all of these because that would be annoying. But again, after I ask you the question, if you need time to write your answer choice down, do that. You can pause this recording and then press play to continue when you want to see the answer. How long is this board? You can use the inches rulers here at the bottom, the 12-inch rulers at the bottom, to measure how long this board is. How long is this board? All right, the board is A, 1 foot and 12 inches. We know that a 12-inch ruler is actually 1 foot long, and then we had 7 inches left to measure of it. So if you need to go back to look at that again to see, that's totally fine. Okay, Kevin has a piece of wire that is 44 inches long. He finds 37 more inches of wire. How many inches of wire does Kevin have now? So I have a story problem here. Step 1, I need to understand it. So I read the problem. Now I'm going to circle what's important to know. So I know that I have a piece of wire that is 44 inches long. He finds 37 more inches of wire. My question is, how many inches of wire does Kevin have now? So Kevin has a piece of wire that's 44 inches long. I'm just going to draw a picture here to help me visualize this. You don't have to draw this, but you're more than welcome to. I'm abbreviating inches with the letters I and N and a period at the end. Okay, he finds 37, sorry guys, that was very messy. Okay, he finds 37 more inches of wire. How many inches of wire does Kevin have now? So what do they want me to do with these two amounts? Well, I see a key word here. He finds 37 more inches of wire. Whenever you see that word more, it's a great indication that they are probably asking me to combine two amounts. So this is a combined story problem. It wants me to combine the two amounts, and how do I do that? I add, right? I add the two amounts together. So I'm going to go ahead and write this as a number sentence. 44 plus 37 equals, okay, the commutative property states that I could write this as 44 plus 37 or 37 plus 44, and I'm going to get the same sum. I'm going to get the same answer, right? Whenever I'm adding, I can add two amounts in any order I want, and I'll get the same amount, but I just went ahead and wrote 44 plus 37. You can use any strategy you want to finish solving. I'm going to use place value because that's something I really want you guys to get comfortable with. And so when we're using place value to add two amounts, we need to draw place value units for both numbers, right? For both two-digit numbers. And so let's start with the numbers 44. I have 4 ones. And I have 4 tens. Okay, I have the number 37. I have 7 ones. And then I have 3 tens. Okay, now it wants me to combine my tens and my ones. I always start with my ones first in case I need to combine two amounts. In case I need to combine my ones and form a 10 if I have too many ones. So remember, if you have 10 ones, that is going to snap together and form 1 10, right? So let's count. How many ones do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stop right there. I have 10. These 10 are going to snap together, and that is going to form a 110 rod. Okay, and then how many ones do I have left over now? 1 1. Okay, so my answer has a 1 in the ones place. Let's count how many tens we have. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't forget this one here. 5, 6, 7, 8. And my answer is 81 what? 81 puppies, 81 cotton candy bags, 81 potatoes? No, 81. What unit were we using? What unit are we working with? Inches, right? This is a story problem. So we write story problems like big boys and girls do. Writing them in a formal way. 81 inches. If you wanted to be super fancy, you would say The question is, how many inches of wire does Kevin have now? Kevin now has 81 inches of wire, and that's how you would say it. The answer here is C, 81 inches. Again, pause this recording and go back if you need to rewatch that, if you need to take some more time looking at it to review. Next question. Which object is about 4 inches long? Go ahead and write your answer choice on your board. What do you think? Which object do you think is about 4 inches long? Imagine inches in your mind. A, bar of soap, B, television, or C, couch? Pause this recording if you need to, and then press play when you're ready. A, bar of soap. Okay, how long is this hair clip to the nearest inch? A, 8 inches, B, 5 inches, or C, 4 inches? The answer is C, 4 inches. All right, boys and girls, we are working on this one now. I am going to go ahead and read the problem to you. Go ahead and read it with me. Peter has 2 pieces of string. Each piece is 34 inches long. How many inches of string does Peter have in all? Write your answer on your paper or board. So let's go ahead and work this one out together. Just like the last story problem, I'm working it out with you because I know these have a lot of material in it and it's extensive, and I want to make sure I'm supporting you in the best way that I can. So let's first underline what's important in this story problem. So we know that Peter has 2 pieces of string. That's very important to remember, right? Each piece is 34 inches long. My question is, how many inches of string does Peter have in all? And I want to circle the words in all, because that's key, right? Whenever I see the words in all, it's asking me to combine 2 amounts together. So this is a combined story problem. They want us to combine 2 amounts and put them together to find the total, which means we need to add, right? But we're not finished with step 1, understand it. We also need to draw a picture to help us visualize this problem. So it says that Peter has 2 pieces of string. Each piece is 34 inches long. So I'm going to draw a little guy. Do you want sticky notes? Do you want sticky notes? There you go. So I'm going to draw 2 pieces of string and show how long they are. Okay, so I have this piece of string and I have my second piece of string, and guess what? They are both how long? They are both 34 inches long. Okay, my picture shows this. And I took up a lot of space with this drawing. You don't need to do that. You can draw it a lot smaller than me. It's probably wiser to do so. I do want you drawing this with me, that way you're practicing. Okay, so each of these are 34 inches long, and again, I need to add to combine these to find out how many inches of string does Peter have in all, okay? That's what I'm trying to figure out. So I can show this in a number sentence. 34 plus 34 equals, and that is what I need to do. I am going to, this time, not use place value. I'm just going to use place value, but not drawing the place value units. So let's look at our ones place first. 4 ones plus 4 ones equals 8 ones. Let's look at our tens place. 3 tens plus 3 tens. 3 tens plus 3 tens equals 6 tens. and I'm using inches, right? How many inches of string does Peter have in all? 68 inches of string in all is my answer. You can pause this, guys, if you need more time to write it down, to work it out, whatever it is you need to do. You're more than welcome to go back in these recordings as well as many times as you need. So 68 inches was my answer. Okay, this question is asking me, how long is this shark? Okay, I am using, what metric of unit am I using? I'm using a meter stick here at the bottom. So each meter stick equals 1 meter, right? And so that's what I'm looking at here. How long is this shark? And so it wants you to use the meter stick. I want you to count the meter sticks. And then I know it's kind of hard to see, but you can look and see what's left. And go ahead and write your answer down on your board. All right, so the answer was B, 4 meters and 50 centimeters. If you looked, there were 4 meter sticks used up, and then it had 50 centimeters left. Next question, which object is about as long as 6 paper clips? I want you to visualize in your head which object is about as long as 6 paper clips. A, pair of scissors, B, dining room table, or C, a peanut? Which object is about as long as 6 paper clips? Paper clips about this long. So imagine 6 of them lined up together. What would that equal? About. A, pair of scissors, B, dining table, or C, peanut. All right, so the answer is A pair of scissors would equal this many, about this many paper clips, right? A dining room table would be way too massive, and a peanut is very, very tiny. A peanut is pretty much the same size as one paper clip, right? So that doesn't make sense. All right, so next question. Brady measures the height of a table in inches. Then he measures it in feet. Which sentence is true? A, the length in feet has a bigger number. B, both lengths have the same number. Or C, the length in inches has a bigger number. Pause this recording, write your answer down, and press play when you're ready. So the answer is C, the length in inches has a bigger number. That is the correct answer. A semi-truck is 72 feet long. A bus is 39 feet long. How much longer is the semi-truck than the bus? Write your answer on your paper or board. And remember, we're working with feet. This is a story problem. Let's underline what's important to know. So we know that the semi-truck is 72 feet long. We know that a bus is 39 feet long. Okay. And my question is, how much longer is the semi-truck than the bus? Okay. And I'm also going to circle this word than. So this part right here, how much longer, and the word than indicates that we're comparing two amounts. And when we're comparing two amounts, we are trying to find the difference between the two. And when we are trying to find the difference between the two, that means that we are subtracting, okay? We need to subtract, okay? Now, on top of this, I am going to draw a picture to visualize what I'm looking at. So, I know that I have my semi-truck. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I completely forgot what a semi-truck looks like, so I'm just going to draw a truck. No judgment here. And I know that my semi-truck is 72 feet long. Okay, I also have a bus. The bus is 39 feet long. And guys, a better way to draw this, actually, I can redraw it. That's why I have an eraser. I'm going to draw it actually underneath, or on top of this one here, so that we can see the difference between the two, right? Kind of like in our previous recording where we were looking at the empty space between. Okay, so this is my bus, and my bus is 39 feet long. Okay, this space between is what we are trying to find. Okay, how much longer is the semi-truck than the bus? That is what I'm looking at, right? That is what I'm looking at. So let's go ahead and figure that out by subtracting. And so what I want to do is write this in a number sentence. 72 minus 39 equals blank feet. Okay, 72 minus 39 equals blank feet. What I can do here is use place value to help me solve. So let's go ahead and draw the place value for the number 72. Because I'm taking away 39 from 72, I'm not going to draw my place value units for the number 39, just for the number 72. So 72 has 2 ones, and how many tens, Rods? 7. 1 10, 2 tens, 3 tens, 4 tens, 5 tens, 6 tens, 7 tens. Okay, let's look at our ones place first. They are asking me to take away 9 ones from 2 ones. Can I do that? Can I take away 9 ones from 2 ones? No, right? That's like asking someone if they have 2 kittens for sale and they ask for 9 kittens. Do they have 9 kittens to give them? No, they have 2 kittens, but they don't have 9. So that means we need to have more ones to work with. So what are we going to do? We're going to go over to our tens place. Okay, we're going to go over to our tens place. We're going to break down one of our 1 tens into 10 ones. Okay, and so now can I take away 9 ones from all the ones I have up here? Absolutely, because I have 10 ones plus the 2 ones I started with. So let's go ahead and count and take away 9 ones from this. Ready? 1 1, 2 ones, 3 ones, 4 ones, 5 ones, 6 ones, 7 ones, 8 ones, 9 ones. How many ones do I have left? 1 1, 2 ones, 3 ones. Okay, and then for my tens, I'm taking away 3 tens from 7 tens, which actually is now 6 tens, but I'm taking away 3 tens. So let's do that. Ready? 1 10, 2 tens, 3 tens. And how many tens do I have left over? 1 10, 2 10, 3 tens. So 72 minus 39 equals 33 feet is your answer. Again, guys, your answer is 33 feet is the correct answer. Great work today. Let's review what we learned. We prepared for your quiz/checkpoint on working with length. I really hope that this helps you guys, and I'm so proud of you. You may log off, boys and girls. Bye, everyone. I hope this helped. I'll see you later.